I guess at this video talking about car payments. Now we know they're out of control. Let's see what this one has to say.
We pay $800 a month for this car that I'm sitting in.
$800, really?
So, how did we get here? We bought this car used a couple of years ago, and we currently owe double than what it's worth. We had to take a personal loan out last November to afford to buy our kids Christmas. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So,
When you admit of all the things that it takes away from you, because she hasn't said anything positive yet. Can't buy a house. Can't supply the needs for my kids. Well, if you know this thing is standing in the way, why don't you get rid of it? Just a thought.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So, $800 a month on a car that's not even worth what we're paying on. And I understand that's how personal loans work, but it's a really big financial issue in our family right now. So, for the next couple of weeks, I am going to be posting every day, trying to grow, trying to get into the creator fund so that I can.
Okay, so here's a classic example of what happens to most people that go into the dealership and don't really pay attention to a lot of things. Number one, understand the need to actually buy a car. People are willing to sell their souls to get a car. But in her situation, she said she bought a car a few years ago and it's now double than any amount of what they owe versus what they started with. Two things happen, one or two things happen in that scenario. Number one, you bought a car where the depreciation on that car was just so freaking rapid, you just never could catch back up. Two, which is probably the more likely occurrence, you bought the car and have an extremely high interest rate. Listen to me now. If you go in buying a car, and if you bought it a couple of years ago, yes, it was an extremely high interest rate because interest rates were higher then. They didn't start lowering interest rates. This, whatever the case may be, typically in 6 months, if you don't have the history, or even in 30 days, you can refinance the car. And a lot of people miss that step about this high interest rate. And so when you stick with it so long, you have to now make up the balance of what typically is going to be a rollover or um, you couldn't pay off the car in full. And so you try to go buy another one. And guess what that does? It lands you in the ever evolving car payment trap. She's paying $800 for a car payment, which now you guys can clearly see the car wasn't worth $800 a month. It's the interest rate in her particular scenario. Now, some people are just buying $800 car payments, but in hers, she's sitting in it. In this particular video, she's knitting, and she just got through talking about, well, we took out a personal loan for Christmas. I need to watch the rest of the video because never once is there any type of uh, worry, angst, or whatever. And she's choosing to ignore it, if you can tell, because if it bothers her that much, get up out your seat, sell the car, refinance the car, do something with the car, but don't just sit there and expunge $800 a month while guess what? It's disrupting your life. These car payments are out of control.